Here we go. We're back again. Hey, there he is, the ugly bugger. Not you, Lee. Not you. Not you. Me. Me. It could be Vecna. It could be him. Could be anyone, couldn't it? Anyway, stop chatting, Brian, and get on with it. We're not in Microsoft Flight Simulator anymore. We're saying goodbye. We're not messing around. We're not messing around. We are in XPlane 12. Yes, we are. We're in XPlane 12. I know that will disappoint some people. I know it will delight some people as well. But we are. And I actually don't know how this is going to turn out. I have not really practiced enough in the ToLiss A320Neo. It's all loaded up. I haven't done anything to the aircraft. We're going to do the good old Belfast to Liverpool route. We'll see how that goes. I think I've linked my sim brief, I think. But we'll see. Because, honestly, this could go horribly wrong. It could go fantastically. We don't know. Let's see if everything's sorted, though, because one thing I've noticed, I haven't got the good old wind control app started, which is a big yep. I need that. So I need that on there. And we are currently paused. We're in Belfast. Can't remember what stand it is, but we're in Belfast, and we're gonna take the ToLiss A320Neo over. Paolo, hi Brian, happy Wednesday. Great to see you giving the A320 a go. Well, we've been doing a lot of flying in the Fenix, mate, over on Microsoft Flight Simulator. I will be in the A319 on Monday, giving the A319 some love with a Perth to Broome airport flight. Western Australia should be getting some nice scenes over there. So, yeah, definitely Monday we'll be back in the Microsoft Flight Simulator, giving the Fenix some love. Like I said, we're gonna show some XPlane 12 love tonight. Again, I know there's some people who've joined the channel who are here to see mostly Microsoft Flight Sim stuff, but I'd like to every so often try and mix it up a bit. Definitely show some other sims. I've obviously had the Tower Simulator on the channel once. Do you know what? I'm gutted because I really need to get back onto the channel. I need to get the Manchester Airport scenery and do some more ATC on that because it's brilliant. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, so although I wouldn't say this channel is exclusively Microsoft Flight Simulator stuff, my main sim is Microsoft Flight Simulator. That's the one I do the most on. It's where I will be doing my airport scenery sorts of videos and checking out scenery, freeware stuff and everything. I think XPlane is going to be shown on the channel smattering over the year, you know, over the months. It'll make an appearance every so often. I think today was good because I've been getting used to the Fenix for the most part, so I need to have a little look at what ToLiss are doing. And this is not a new aircraft. It's not a new product by ToLiss at all. It's quite, and I think it's a few years old now. But definitely worth to have a little look on the channel. So that's what we'll do. Let's just do some housekeeping. What I mean by that is we'll just keep everyone up to date on everything. Now I am hoping to go live before Monday, possibly twice, but we're going to be looking at doing some other live streams as well. So Monday, like I said, we've got some A320, A319, Fenix, Qantas Link flying. We've got some of that going on. Saturday, I will be having a look at the brand new FS Reborn Phenom 300E. Now, I haven't had. I've just bought it. I've had a little look at it. That's about it. I've not fired it up. I haven't flown it. I'm gonna see what it takes to kind of get a plan in there, fire the aircraft up, get it into the air, do a route. I'm gonna do that in my own time. But what I really want to showcase, because the channel is based upon sort of airport sceneries and stuff, I want to show you guys how good the the private jet terminal, the FBO is, and I've just had a quick go of that, and it works fantastically. Very, very good stuff from FS Reborn. The aircraft looks amazing. It sounds amazing. I had a few little clicks of things and seeing inside of the cockpit. I've just actually had a go at the FBO customization and put this whole new private jet terminal in Liverpool. It was pretty cool. And there's Alex there. Hi mate, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in, mate. I've just been saying next to the Skyport hangar in Liverpool, the Innie builds, I've just put the FS Reborn, the Phenom, the Embraer Phenom. I've just put the customizable FBO. So guys, I'm gonna go live on Saturday with that. So 7:30 on Saturday night, I'll be showing you the private jet terminal. Hopefully I'll be showing off the customization and the terminal modeling a bit more than maybe what it's been shown on others. I don't know. I know Two-Tone Murphy showed it off in great detail, but I'll be showing it off again and yeah, checking it out from how we do it on the channel here, where we have a look at just all the details, because the aircraft looks amazing, incredible, but so does all of the included buildings as well. I really hope FS Reborn decide to do some sceneries based on what they've done with that, because it is fantastic. I'd also love to see them include possibly some aprons in there, or even a runway or something, so you could add in more aprons as well as the actual just the building. You can add in aprons, but I wish you could join bits up and stuff like that. Anyway, they'll all be promoted onto Discord and YouTube channel, so keep an eye out for them. If you haven't already, go and check out Lee, Virtual Airline Pilot Lee. He does pretty much what I do, but he has a lot of pre-recorded videos, and his airport reviews are fantastic. Definitely go and check him out and let him know that you've come from my channel. We're cross-promoting each other. I will continue to do it. All information is in the stream description. Let's get going. Ace Airstream, you can share your custom terminals. Say on this, so we just dropped them into our... Oh, right, okay. That's incredible. Didn't know that. I was just saying, Ace, I'd love them to be able to... I don't know if they have, but I know you can switch the aprons off the buildings, but I don't know why they wouldn't be able to, but it'd be cool if they could add in actual apron segments, taxiway segments, so that you could place your FBO a little bit away, maybe on the actual outskirts of the road, and then you've got the apron, then you've got like a taxiway that you can join onto an existing taxiway or apron. That would be pretty cool. It would be pretty cool, rather. And I don't think it's something that they're not. I don't think it's something that'd be pretty hard. The fact that what they've done already, it seems very, very detailed. So I think that would be pretty cool for them to do. Add their own way of joining everything together. You don't necessarily have to join it, but just place like a taxiway down off the apron, off the building, and then you can obviously taxi your aircraft out without any issues. But that would be cool. But yeah, I'm going to be showing that off on Saturday. I will also be, I don't know when it's going to be, guys, but Innie Builds have just announced the I was practicing saying it before. I can't even say it. The Greek island. Zakinos. I need to learn how to say it. But anyway, they've just announced a new scenery, and I'm going to try and get it on the channel with a giveaway, as always. So again, keep an eye out for that, hopefully within the next week for that one. Right, let's get going, guys, because I've talked far too much. You can on some terminal types. You need to... Yeah, Ace, I think there's Zakynthos, yeah. I was listening to someone saying it before on a video. That's better, mate. Thank you. Without you guys, yeah, I'd be just, yeah, I'd be failing. Why isn't... I know why. We're looking at a black screen right now. Do you know why we're looking at a black screen? Because... because, there we go. Where is it? Hey, it's all zoomed in. Fix it, Brian. God, you wouldn't think I tried to do this professionally, would you? Come on. We're getting there. We're getting there. Here it is. We're getting... Yeah. Hey, well done, son. Right. We're on the ground. We're at Belfast. And one thing I've said quite a lot, even on my Microsoft Flight Sim streams, is that the default airports in XPlane 12 are just miles better. Like, this isn't a custom scenery, and it really does actually look like Belfast. Like, everything is spot on. It really is. And when we get to Liverpool, you'll see it. I've got no custom scenery in XPlane 12. Not for what we're going to be showing today. I've got it for Manchester and Heathrow. That's all I've got. But I think the default airports are fantastic as it is. One thing that is turned on is the good old Traffic Global, which is outdated now. But honestly, it is also magnificent. Just like Traffic Global, I absolutely love it. You can just go up to the plugin section. You can go into Traffic Global. You can go to Flight Path View. You can see, we've got the old EasyJet livery. Fantastic. I love it. Absolutely love it. The implementation on the add-on is fantastic. He hasn't lowered his landing gear yet. Anyway, we're not here to look at that. I think it's fantastic, though. I think it's really, really cool. So, right, let's get going, guys. Honestly, my brain is going to go to mush because it'll be like I haven't flown an Airbus, but we'll try our best here. Obviously, we're in the A320 Neo. So, yeah. The whole thing feels familiar. But for me, it's still a learning curve. Let's get the strobes to auto, and we'll set the nav straight away. And then we'll leave everything like that. Perfect. Everything seems to be working. The only thing I need to do is actually unplug my controller, because otherwise my wing control joystick doesn't work unless my Xbox controller is disconnected for some reason. So yeah, this is the tablet we've got over on XPlane. It's the freeware. I think it's called, like, what is it, Navitab or something? Avitab. If you have it installed, it works with the ToLiss. So let's try this. Hi Dave, I'm doing good, mate. How are you? I'm all right, mate. I'm going to try and figure all this out and see what happens. Right. Let's try this. I think we're on 2.5 at Belfast. We are on 1013. Perfect. Let's make sure that that's turned over. 1013, yes. Compute. That's what we've got so far. Now, I have put my SimBrief ID in there, which I've just let everyone know what it is, but anyway. I think, I'm not too sure, we'll see. I think if we go to here, we should be able to... No, we haven't got any load sheets. I'm going to see what this says. I think if we go into... Ah, yeah, so it does take it over from SimBrief from the looks of it. Yep, it does. Alternative is Heathrow. Fair enough. If you import your flight plan first into the it will automatically put all the info on the performance calculator on the EFB. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Thank you. I am still... Do you know what? Still getting used to the A320 family over on Microsoft Flight Sim with the Fenix. It's not much different, but obviously the tablet is completely different. But yeah. If you go on the... Ah, right, okay. Let's see if it will... Will it work? Or am I doing it completely wrong? Because I know these things, these don't have a days obviously don't have a thing where you can send it back over, you know, like the Fenix one. So I might have to just copy everything over. How are shadows in XPlane 12? Because XPlane, they're very bad. I've done a little bit of the hack where you change the values. There's a video somewhere on YouTube where you can make the shadows better. But yeah, in default, they're actually really bad. Yeah, so that's all good in there. I just obviously need... Oh, the way, and the fuel's gone in as well, which is cool. That's actually exactly what we've got on... yeah, that's fine. So that's what we've got on SimBrief. So that's actually all worked through... It actually has worked through the tablet, but it's not put it into the fuel or anything in the tablet, which is cool. Yeah, Fenix does spoil you. Yeah, it does. But I think it makes it a little less realistic, I suppose. We are going from 2.5. No SID. We are going into 2.7. What I also need to do is remember to do this. Sorry, guys. Because I didn't do it yesterday, I completely forgot. I'll forget to do it otherwise. That's fine. That's fine. That's good. That's good. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's nice. Ini build Southampton 2024 compatibility. That's cool. Right, let's have a little look. Where are we? We're on the pencil one. I don't think we've got... No, we'll leave it like that. That's perfect. I'm thinking about getting XPlane as well. Nice. All right, Brian, mate. I heard you're doing Liverpool. I'm intrigued. Yes, I'm going to try and do Liverpool. Just going to try and do Liverpool. We'll have a little go. Is it actually loading the plane as well? I mean, I suppose it is. Hey, look at that, some Jet 2. This is it. I mean, look at the default airports. So much better. Anyway, stop getting distracted. Stop getting distracted. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? We need to have a little look at the flight plan. We could probably get rid of that discontinuity. It'll give us one hell of a departure, but we can get rid. I suppose that'll work, won't it? Yeah, a bit of a tight turn, but it'll work. My head's gone to mush just because I'm an XPlane, that's all. Right, okay. Let's have a little look at. I'm gonna do the APU now. I'm doing my best, guys. My head's gone to mush just because we're not on Microsoft Flight Sim, and although I'm in the same type of aircraft, my head's gone. my head's completely gone. I like the sound effects though in XPlane 12. And obviously the performance is a hell of a lot better as well. I've just accidentally fiddled with something there. Right. V-speeds. They haven't come over for some reason. Also, as well, it says on here it's got V1 114 to 137. Is that correct? Like, it's not giving me a definite. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, where am I supposed to go? I mean, it says 144. What's it saying? 188 there. Let me do me flex temp. I think is 73. I'm still learning everything. I'm guessing that's flex temp. Flaps. If I remember this correctly, is it? I think I put 1 plus F in and then up 1.6. I think that is. I think that. Yeah. I think it is, isn't it? If it isn't, it isn't. Someone will call me out for it. Something like that, is it? Yeah, oh, I mean 1. Yeah. Okay. Now it's just a V-speeds. Anyone going to give me any clues on this? V1, 114 to 137. Am I putting 114's far too slow? Heading's done. I'm going to put, do you know what? I'm going to put 137. 137. And then 140. Because I'm sure that will be fine. It says format error. Not too sure why. Okay, do you know what? Someone asked about shadows before. If you fiddle about with the notepad, if you search, do you know what? I need to try and find the video, so I paste it in. But if you fiddle about with some of the settings in the XPlane, like the notepad, the settings, you can get the shadows looking like this, a lot nicer. I mean, again, visually, it's still not like Microsoft Flight Sim. I need to have a look a bit like at the map enhancements and stuff like that, definitely. But I do love XPlane. It's not like I don't ever say that one's better than the other. I just prefer Microsoft Flight Sim. That's my main sim. That's what I like to fly on. But it is still nice, yeah. APU bleed is on. Okay. Right, this pushback on the ToLiss, I've got to be careful with it because do we want tail to the left? We want tail to the left, don't we? Tail to the left, 90. Something like that. Maybe the distance. Maybe let's have a little look. Yeah, it should be fine. It's not going to be spot on. It's not going to be spot on, but we'll do it anyway. What else haven't we done here? Let's make sure my throttles. One good bit of news is that I might be getting some Airbus throttles going on soon in real life, so that will be a hell of a big help. A big help for me. Right, let's get going. We've got no ATC. I'm just going to take it up to 10,000. We're up to 19,000 over to Liverpool. QNH is 1013. Let's get the... Remember me beacon light? Here he comes. Nothing like GSX, is it? But it's there. I've also got. I've just remembered. I've got X camera. I love the little. Oi! I forgot to take my ground power off. Stupid boy. Oh, that's a pain in the ass, isn't it? I forgot to take it off, didn't I? Silly boy. Silly boy. Don't know if we can hear much there, but we'll have a little look. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll work it out. Look at those lovely XPlane textures, guys. Look at that. But I love this. I wish Chase Plane had this little pop-up thing for, you know, for Chase Plane, for all. You could have all your different angles going on there and it just pops up. That'd be so useful, in my opinion. I know you can put the Flow app on and stuff, but that is so cool. Like, I can just... But yeah, there's just elements of XPlane I just prefer. There's just parts of XPlane 12 that I really, really love. Does the PFD also feel blurry because default aircraft screams very blurry? I need to pop them out most of the time. No, mine don't feel blurry. This is obviously the ToLiss A320. I mean, this is XPlane 11 and 12 aircraft, isn't it? So. Barking dogs there. I mean, even, do you know what? Even the third-party aircraft, the really good third-party aircraft, they're just limited to XPlane's engine because, I mean, it's not the most, you know, if you look at something like this in Microsoft Flight Sim, it looks spot on. You know what I mean? I mean, look at the blocky edges on the windows. And I'm not sitting there saying XPlane 12's bad. It's just when you're comparing the visual side, yeah. The good thing is though, all the wing control stuff works really, really well. The one thing I have noticed is you might see it when we take off, but the audio is just completely off. We don't get any of the nice sounds that we've got in the Fenix, you know? But again, there's still really, really, like, loads of stuff on XPlane that I think just so much nicer. Also noticed on the Neos, when we take our APU off, the APU bleed automatically comes off. It doesn't do that on a normal A320. I need to get the COSP, the KOSP sound pack really enhanced to ToLiss. There's some of it that sounds fantastic, but when we're taking off, you'll notice that it just loses all sound. It's really, really odd. Is me tiller working? Yeah, there we go. Fantastic. Have a great flight. I'm off to hear the stream with Raoul, FS Reborns. I'll be sharing tips for the... Yeah, I need to... yeah, I need to re-watch that because I need to know some stuff for Saturday for sure. But yeah, Ace, no worries, mate. Cheers, thank you. What have we got going on? Have we got everything sorted? Flaps down, ground spoiler. Let's get going. Didn't push us back all the way, but why be going backwards? There we go. Let's taxi out runway 25 here at Belfast. Auto brakes to max and takeoff config. Pitch, okay, let me do the pitch. What was it? 1.6. Here we go. So the good thing is I only had to calibrate some bits, but all of the wind control stuff works. The joystick was fine. The panels just work without any messing about, and the the tiller isn't wind control, but that worked as well, pretty nicely. Yes, I am using a Europe livery because there's no UK ones I can find. They've just released a grass add-on that does all the grass 3D, but I don't know what the performance hits will be like that on that. It'd be terrible. And I will jinx myself, but every landing that I've done with the ToLiss so far has been lovely. Yeah, I can't wait till the Neo's on. When Fenix get the Neo out, I can't wait. It's going to be beautiful. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. But yeah, it feels weird. It just feels weird. It feels, you know, I definitely know that I'm in another sim. It doesn't matter that the aircraft is very similar, you know. Like, what I need to show you is just how good the ground lighting is like on XPlane. Look at this. If we start going back to the early hours, look at the ground lighting. The ground lighting on XPlane is just insane. Like, way better. Yeah, I've noticed that the screen's very dull on the default, you know, by default. Yeah, I've noticed that. I don't know why. Even in the daytime. But yeah, look at the ground lighting is just so much better. The aircraft doesn't look great. I am going to take it back just because I'm not doing the alt. Maybe go back to the early hours. Maybe 6 in the morning. It doesn't. It probably does. I haven't messed about with. I've had a look at the Stream Deck with Microsoft Flight Sim, but not with XPlane. Not with XPlane. And Mike would go into Liverpool. 2-7 at Liverpool, mate. Most objects ground cast shadows from the aircraft lights. I'm not too sure, mate. But anyway, let's get going, guys. You don't have that little switch. To do them all at once, sadly. I think at the minute Traffic Global is using the other runway, guys, so we might get an infringement, but oh well. Yeah, the sound's just a bit weird. Positive rate. Gear up. You can certainly feel it different when you're going down the runway. When we get the call to go into climb thrust, I will then, there we go. Autopilot on. Yeah. And flaps up. I'm good, Mike, I'm good. I hope you're doing well as well. But yeah, you can certainly feel the aircraft moving about on the ground a lot more than Microsoft Flight Sim, regardless of wind or anything, I've noticed. It is just the ground, really. Everything else, in my opinion, the atmospheric effects, look at that. Like the clouds, look at that. I'm not using any mods on the ground, mate, no. Not at all. But I mean, look at the clouds and the actual, as I say, the atmospheric, the lighting. It's fantastic. And again, the actual traffic on the roads is so much better as well. Q&H sets a standard and lights can go off. Going to set the altitude to 19,000 because we can do. Sound, Mike. I'm glad you're all good, mate. So say we'll be back over in Microsoft Flight Sim on Saturday, guys, having a look at the Phenom 300 by FS Reborn and taking a look at the private jet terminal and the FBO that you can set up whenever you like. We'll be taking a look at some point. I haven't got a date or a schedule for it, but we'll have a look at InnyBuild's Zakynthos, the latest scenery that's pre-release. I believe it's going to be out soon. Most likely, I'll be taking a look at it after release because I won't be able to fit it in before it comes out. And I'm going to guess it's going to be coming out on Friday. My new PC for Microsoft Flight Sim RX 68 XT. Yeah. I think that's absolutely spot on, mate. I think you should be good with that, mate. Either XPlane or Microsoft Flight Sim. Obviously, XPlane is a bit more forgiving, for sure. Now, one thing I haven't got is charts. Because I don't think you can get it on here. Yeah, I haven't got Navigraph. I mean, look at the clouds. Look at that. Ooh. And this is it. When someone says Microsoft Flight Simulator looks better, sometimes XPlane gives you that. It looks gorgeous, man. Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, the cabins look absolutely terrible. It looks like, honestly, it's so outdated inside. But put me head through there. Look at that. Look at that. Make sure I don't I can't find the charts. Um, is that it? $229. Okay. We are 2 knots 180. Temperature is 15. QNH is 1014. Should be fine for now. Yes, look at that. No add-ons for boats either. They're all in there as default. We don't need to buy any extras for them. Yes. That's what we like. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Just like traffic over there as well, look at that. Yes. Where's he gone? Oh, he's gone. There he is. Ah. Keep on losing him. So we're going down to 2,000, I think. And that's the Isle of Man there, I think. I didn't even let the passengers out the seats. Right, we will start our descent soon. Everyone can stay in the seats. Evening, Kev. How's it going? I'm good, mate. How's it going with you? I'm all right. So yeah, after today, we'll be back in Microsoft Flight Simulator. We'll be doing we're taking a look at the FS Reborn Phenom on Saturday. On Monday, we'll be flying the A319 over in West Australia. I'll do that all at the end as well. Even if ground spoilers are on there, you should be disarmed when the flaps go to 0. Hang on. Oh, right, okay. Interesting. That's a good tip though, mate, because I never ever knew that. Never knew that. Look at that. I can't zoom in properly. Thank you, Plucky. I didn't know that. I don't know where. Thank you though, mate. I'm aiming my head down there because that's where you are. Yeah, showing XPlane a bit of love. But like I say, we'll be back in Microsoft Flight Simulator. They're then armed again when yeah. I'll go through what we're doing next. I keep on repeating myself, but I'll take you what we're doing next on the channel after we've finished the live stream today. Makes better sense. So I'm still trying to set up Saturday nights. Monday nights is set up. I also do want to give. I also do want to do a first look at Zakynthos by Innie Builds. The guys have just announced it. 2024 scenery on Microsoft Flight Simulator. ToLiss Airbus are the reason I've seriously considered. Mate, I'd go for it because they're fantastic. I've become a bit of more of a visual graphics snob to Microsoft Flight Sim. You just can't. The Fenix is great, you know. Fenix is beautiful, and when they bring out the A320 Neos, when it's going to be gorgeous. But I mean, look at that. Just the little things on XPlane 12 that are just, yeah. The two simulators got together and made a baby, it would be fantastic. It really would. Altitude's fine. Speed is fine as well. I mean, we might even take the ToLiss further out as well, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I've noticed that there's certain things on XPlane 12 that I would say the aircraft just performs better. The aircraft just does what it should be doing. There's no these weird little things ever sudden when it overspeeds and stuff. I mean, some things that aren't user errors, the ToLiss gets spot on. But yeah. But yeah, just there's also like all these other little visual things that XPlane just does miles better as well. Obviously the cars on the road and the boats and the trains, all in there as default, and they all work really well. But yeah, the aircraft do feel like, I would say, you're flying them a bit more, you know. I couldn't choose one over the other. I think I would I'd always revert to Microsoft Flight Sim just because of it being just a bit more immersive visually. And I've just gotten used to it a lot more. But there's XPlane has some of its it is lovely. It is lovely. And there's a lot of things that I haven't got used to on this sim either. Yeah, like I don't know if there's any ways to assign stands or anything. I'm sure ATC does it when you're using the ATC side of things, but I haven't done any of that yet. The weird change of light in there as well. Like they haven't got some of the transition of the lighting effects in there too well. And even with the third-party aircraft being really nice, they're just visually just years behind. I mean, look at that. It's not the reason not to have a go at it, of course, but yeah. The printer works on the ToLiss, yeah. I mean, I don't know how the hell you do it, but yeah. Here we go, guys. There's Liverpool. Yeah, the sort of the lighting and the weather and stuff. It's just it looks lovely, but the sort of the transitions between when you're passing through clouds, some of the light. Look how blocky the lighting is there. That just ruins it, you know. But it doesn't really bother me. Yeah, I need to have a look at the sound pack if I'm going to continue to fly, which, you know, I will be doing, definitely. It's just, it won't be used as much as Microsoft Flight Sim, just, unfortunately. I find myself chasing a better flying experience these days. Sometimes flying isn't... Yeah, I mean, I've only just started flying the Fenix, mate, so I'm having a bloody good time in it, but I think having both of the sims is a nice mixture. It really is. Also, this flight path isn't going to be the very, very best in my opinion. What I might do is try and be really, really clever. What I might do is vector myself over to the left and then do a direct to this waypoint here. Because this would be very, very a bit of a tight turn. Ask for weather in the FMC. You'd have to let me know how to do it. Is it? Hey. Yeah, boy. Love it. What was our QNH? 1014. There's the airport over there. Yeah, I'm going to do that because that turn we were going to make is far too tight. So we'll carry on. We'll go just past the bridges, which obviously aren't modelled in XPlane unless you have the Orbex, which I've got all 3 Orbex UK, but it slows the sim down considerably. It takes about 10 minutes for it to load. It's ridiculous. I've got all 3 Orbex to Earth. It makes the UK look fantastic, but it slows the load time. I just can't wait for the Fenix to bring the Neo. This plane, obviously. Sim Heaven and XPM. Is that the map enhancement? Okay, yeah. is all you need. I will have a look at it, but admittedly, I'm not on XPlane 12 enough to kind of
2000.
Install it all. That's the only issue. But I do need to, I'm very aware. I mean, it still looks great on the ground. Look at it. Still looks lovely. In fact, I'm inclined to say the auto-generated building's a lot nicer than Microsoft's. Definitely. And like I said, the default airports are miles better than the default airports in Microsoft Flight Sim as well. Like, a lot better. Like in the middle on the Fenix, you can hold the middle button down and cycle all the landing lights on. Come on, make the turn, son. Yeah, I did. I did put the approach on. It usually does capture the glide slope for 2.7 at Liverpool by this point, so I just hope it does. You can't hear any sim sounds. Is it too low? Still not caught the glide slope though. There we go, there's a glide slope. I need to look at better pushback. Yeah, I definitely do. I know about it. Yeah. Okay, I'll have a go and I'll take it off autopilot. Tell you what, it's getting very, very stuttery. Wow, it's like Microsoft Flight Sim. What's going on?
500.
Wow, very, very stuttery. Never have that issue. Plane.
300.
Hundred above.
200.
Minimum.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
Retard.
10.
5.
I didn't set me auto brakes. This is why I can't wait to get the throttle quadrant for the Airbuses, man. Yeah, I didn't set my auto brake, which was odd because I didn't see it on the eCam screen. Well, it might have been on there. I completely missed it. I mean, look at the default Liverpool airport. It's absolutely spot on. Even the hangars over here. Another brilliant thing that I've didn't mention about XPlane is the replay system is miles better than Microsoft Flight Simulator. Miles better. The replay tool on XPlane is something Microsoft and Asobo need to take notice of, because the replay tool in Microsoft Flight Sim is absolute crap. Sorry, it is terrible. This is how you do a replay system, and it just works, and it's smooth. Playback mode is just fantastic. It really is. Cheers, mate. It wasn't too bad. Let's just see what it was like. Let's have a little look. Again, this is another thing that just absolutely blows. Bit stuttery there. Miles better. Miles better the replay too. Look at that. And the fact that you can do it in slow motion as well, or you can rewind it and stuff like that. You can make it go faster. It's just it makes Microsoft's look so outdated and just complicates a bit of stutters there. Center line, oh, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. And you know, it does all the reverse thrust and all the flaps and everything. A little bit of correction there. Like, it's just so much better. There's obviously the performance dropped out a bit there. I'm very surprised. Like, it really did. The performance took a real massive hit. I'm very surprised. Mike's on the mound there. Slow motion, look at that. That landing was lovely. I love that. Love that. I just can't seem to land them like that on Microsoft Flight Sim. Honest to God, every landing in this ToLiss on XPlane 12 always just seems to work for me. I don't know why. I'm just trying to get the spot to move, that's all. There you go, Mike. That's more of your angle there, mate. Don't know if you can move it. There we go. We can move it a bit there. I guess that's where the mound would be there. God, they even put the gates in here. Look at this. I don't know about the trees here. Those trees don't exist. It's just so much better. Aero, that's a good to see, mate. Request wing and belly view, thanks. Yeah, can do. Like, just the replay system, man. Microsoft needs to get a grip with theirs. I'm proud of that landing. I really am. Love that. Love it. Slow motion. Not bad, not bad. I'll stop doing that now. You wanted the wing and belly view though, didn't you? I'm using XPlane at the minute. Hey, there's Mike there, hey. And And it's the thing as well, all the flaps and the reverse thrust works on the replay on here as well.
Minimum.
Wasn't centre line, but and it takes you back. And it takes you back. Everything is literally how it was. No messing about and no... Is Microsoft Flight Sim shutting down? I don't know, is it? I hope not. I mean, I would be trading in Microsoft for XPlane, guys, not any time, but... Just, you know, if we had a replay tool like that, it would be so much better. So much better. It's honestly, like, I don't know why we can't just get a simple tool like that. Bit too slow at the minute. Yeah, I like both. I think it's nice to also just have a go at both. Not necessarily pick one. I mean, yeah, Microsoft Flight Sim is my go-to. It's the one I sim on the most. But there's things I like on both. Like, I love Chase Plane, but I also like X Camera, the fact that we can just quickly... We don't need to go through menus. It's a bit jumpy over in Liverpool, though. I tell you what, the performance, EasyJet here, Ryanair, you should be over here. Move away. Yeah, Road Desert, I'd give it a go, mate. If you like your, do you know what? Right, my thing is I'll only probably ever do any like airline flying on this. I don't think I'd do any GA stuff too much, unless you go mad and download all the map enhancement tools and stuff. ToLiss is a great airplane, but I've probably worse internal graphics. Yeah, it does. But also, it's just it feels outdated anyway, doesn't it? All of the third-party ones, in my opinion, do. And that is it, guys. Now, I ain't gonna finish the live stream just yet. Look at that. See that then? Little GA aeroplane with the just flight traffic. Again, we just don't get any of that. Well, without messing about, we don't really just get that in Microsoft Flight Sim. Not bad at all. Now, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just going to go through what we're going to be doing next on the channel. I'm also not going to finish the live stream just yet because I need a drink. What I'm going to do is, guys, just do a bit of a flight in the ToLiss, but I'm actually going to go and load in Heathrow and do a bit of virtual plane spotting. Because you know what? Virtual plane spotting with the traffic global is just fantastic. Like, it is so good. Oh, for zero sugar, that is very sweet. Ugh. So what I'm going to do is going to grab a British Airways A320 Neo. We're going to go to Heathrow and we're going to just do some virtual plane spotting just for the last half an hour of the live stream, because it's pretty cool to do it with the, as I say, traffic global is very outdated now. There is a way to mess around and update it, but it's a bit of a pain to do. I don't know if we can zoom in on that, yeah. Yeah, the AI stuff on the ground and aircraft is great. Traffic global is just, I don't know why I know there's limitations with Microsoft Flight Sim, but the Just Flight global traffic is far better than the Just Flight FS traffic over on Microsoft Flight Sim. Just miles better on this. But again, unfortunately, it's outdated. Let's go back to the main menu. Now, unfortunately, this might take a bit of time to load in because the Heathrow that I've got is the tier models Heathrow. So it is a third party. It is a third party one. What's the draw distance on the traffic global? I'm not too sure, mate. We had a little check before though with the when we were up in cruise flying over from Belfast. It was quite good. You could see the contrails, and with a tiny bit of a zoom, you could see the aircraft. So I don't think it's too bad. But as we load into Heathrow, thank you everyone who's taken the time tonight, because I know people have subscribed to the channel and watched my content because they are just interested in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I fully understand that, but I know there's a large chunk of you, obviously for the people in here right now, who don't mind. That load was quite quick, actually. Pretty cool. Just gonna pause that. I know there's obviously a lot of you who also don't mind seeing either simulator. I also did I was saying before, I did the shadow upgrade in the text files in the settings, I'm not 100% sure how you do it, but there's a few YouTube videos, and it does improve the contact shadows quite a lot. But anyway, guys, I'm not going just yet. We're gonna have a little bit of a look around here. As I say, we do some virtual plane spotting with global traffic from Just Flight. This is something I had for XPlane 11, and it works on 12, so I might as well load it in. We'll be back on Saturday. We're going to be looking at the FS Reborn Phenom. Now, before Saturday, I'm going to have a bit of a time on the sim on my own, without you guys getting involved. And I'm going to try and just sort of learn the basics of the aircraft, see if I can start it from cold and dark. I think if I can do the Fenix and the Airbus aircraft, I think there shouldn't be an issue. It does obviously use the G3000 avionics, and there's obviously a lot more screens and tech going on. But I'm curious. But what I will be mostly showcasing on that live stream on Saturday is the FBO, the fact that you can put your own private jet terminal into the scenery from the toolbar, and it just works. I've had a little go of it, and my word, it looks incredible. Not just the fact that you can do it, the fact that the texturing and the modeling of these buildings, the inside, you can walk in with your avatar, you can have your aircraft in the hangar. The night lighting is incredible on it as well. On Monday, we'll be back in the Fenix A319 doing the Perth airport, so the Orbex Perth airport from Perth to Broome, the Broome airport, which was updated and added in on World Update 21. So a bit of Western Australia flying. And also as well, I believe that Builds will be releasing Zakynthos on the Greek island. I think they're releasing at the end of this week. Now, it might not be till next week I'm be able to show it off. I'll see what happens as soon as I get it and see when I can schedule a live streaming, because I know there's been people waiting for that particular one. Me personally, I'm still very, very hyped to see Flight Tampers Corfu. I don't know about you guys. GSX 4.0 allows you to manage bills. Yeah. I've seen it, mate. There's all these different sound effects that come up and everything, and I'm like, where's that coming from? It turns out it's from that new GSX update. Right, guys, let's have a little look and see what we can do. You can also get into... That was my keyboard. I need a proper keyboard holder. Now, my setup, I am going to... Look at that. Yes, that takes me back. That's what I mean. It's outdated, but you still get to see the jumbos. Yes. Look at that. Good stuff. Bit stuttery, but it's Heathrow, so this is the tier models Heathrow. And as you can see if we can get into the traffic global. And what's that one there? Oh, that's another site, isn't it? That was weird. I thought you could actually do I'm pretty sure you can do like a tracked camera. I'm pretty sure you can. Let me just see if that is correct. There was a way to do just a... How do you do it? There was a way you could just literally track them from your viewpoint, and I'm not too sure how you do it now. I'm saying there was. I'm saying you could just, you know, stay in one camera view and the camera locks onto it. Still Spot is the one that... I'm pretty certain there was a way to do it. Is it on here? Because obviously when I click on one now, it's going to just take me to that aircraft. Ah, yeah, there was definitely a way you could... Yeah, look at the heat layer at the back of the engines as well. There was definitely a way you could... Yeah, there was definitely a way you could track the aircraft. Tower view, I don't know if it's on... I mean, even the tower view is not exactly spot on, is it? You can't even move tower view. There was definitely, I've done this before, there was a way you could track it. There you go. You do it by that. You do it by that. But I'm not too sure which one it is. It's that, but I don't know how you turn. Let's have a little look. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. See, now that is tracking the aircraft taxiing out. I'm pretty certain it is. I think. Yeah, the problem is the camera moves though. So the camera will keep on moving. But it is locked onto that aircraft, you know what I mean? You also can't zoom in, which is a bit weird. You definitely were able to zoom in on it. I thought you could zoom in on it. And then it'll do a weird thing. Look at that. The tower to free cam is the best, I think. But again, I thought you could zoom in on it. I mean, you can. Yeah, it's a bit of a thing, but it's a bit just not nice that you can't zoom in. That's the only thing. I thought you could. And obviously the sounds aren't amazing either. It's a bit of a shame you can't zoom in. Actually, do you know what? Hey! Here we go. Still stuttery though, that's a problem. It's my system. I need to figure out what's going on. Nicer than mine. Nice. How? You have to. I have to plug in my control. If I plug in my control, I can do it with the shoulder buttons. The issue then is my wing control joystick doesn't work if a controller's plugged in. Got two aircraft by each other here. Again, you can't really do this on Microsoft Flight Sim. Also, all the AI planes on any AI solution, they all fly like crap. They don't rotate like that. Lovely stuff. Just A320s though, innit? They're all way too high. Way too high. But yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. And the Heathrow Airport isn't bad, to be fair. What are these guys doing up here? If it's nighttime, would you be able to see their landing gears? Let's have a little look. I don't know if the planes react to the day, you know, the traffic changes with the nighttime. That's the only issue. I think the traffic has changed due to the time. Let's change. Let's make it like that time. And have a little look. I still think the ground lighting on XPlane 12 is just amazing. The ground lighting is just so much better. Like the taxiway lights, the apron lights, actually the aircraft lights as well. I mean, yeah, I mean, you can see them. But yeah, the night lighting just on the night lighting, I think just anyway is really, really nice. But I think hey, there she is. Yeah, I think the ground lighting is great. The aircraft lighting is, yeah. Some of it's a bit overly done. I think the heat gaze from the engines is nice as well. The blare, the heat blare. Tell you what we'll do. We'll have one more little go, guys. I know I've done a bit of flying, bit of virtual plane spotting, but we'll have another little... Let's go to... let's test my systems out even better. I don't think this would be here, but let's do one little go before we go. The city in the background looks nice as well. In VR, Microsoft's hard to see other traffic in the air. Looks plain. XPlane is great at night lighting. They've done so much work with the atmospheric lighting, the clouds. Honestly, you know, in my opinion, they just need to update the scenery. Potentially update the scenery and yeah, update the scenery and just the polish on the actual the aircraft, the textures and stuff, you know, because it's still very outdated. It's just similar to XPlane 11, in my opinion. But again, you know, the default Atlanta looks great. You know that? Look at that. They've even got the trains. In fact, is this actually a default airport? Because they've got the trains going round. That's a shallow climb. Let's have a little look at this at night. Oh, hello. Oh. Oh, it didn't like that, did it? It didn't like that. Road traffic looks better. It is, mate. Road traffic is a lot better. You don't need add-ons to do the boat traffic or the ship traffic. It's all there. It does trains as well. You can actually see a bit more of the ground lighting here as well. Looks like a 757, doesn't it? I would say probably a bit more in your face. It looks too much balloon, but the road traffic is a lot better. Road Decimate, it's a hell of a lot better. The sea traffic, the trains, loads better, definitely. Sometimes with the road traffic, you get like ambulances and emergency vehicles as well. See, I think that with the landing lights looks a lot more believable. Little Delta CRJ there. Don't know what happened there with the surrounding lights. The old Delta livery, look at that. Yeah, I think they've done just so much with these updates with XPlane 12. Because when XPlane 12 came out, it was basically, with all due respect, it was just XPlane 2.0. But all the latest updates for this sim have made it a lot more, you know, like next gen, let's say. But even then, it's in ways it's still behind. Visually, it's outdated. There's an emergency. There's like a police car going past on the road there. Look. Yeah, the road traffic is so much better. It doesn't like you changing the time at Atlanta, though. That's the problem. It doesn't like you changing the time here. Yeah, I've seen videos and screenshots of XPlane 12 where it's been really like you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between the two really from a visual standpoint. And the heat blare coming off, I've said it a few times, the heat blare coming off the engines is great. VR has been updated recently. Absolutely incredible update. I don't know whether the demo will be the same though, mate. I'm not too sure. Look at Atlanta off in the background there as well. But yeah, let me know, mate. I've heard good things about the latest VR update with XPlane 12. Wasn't too fond of it when I tried it with the Pimax, I must admit. Look at that, the plane up there. So cool, man. fact that I can just click the radar and you can just jump to another aircraft. It's just a shame that XPlane, that Just Flight couldn't get a similar type of experience with the FS traffic, you know. It's just a shame. But yeah, if I go into free camera, you'll be able to see the like the fact that this is just a default airport. It looks so much like Atlanta. They've even got the trains going around. Yeah, there's a road traffic there, look. Road traffic is hell of a lot better. And the roads, to be fair, the roads are miles better. Just, you know, just the except that obviously just them where it took a nosedive. But you know, just the standard things where we expect, you know, the level of realism on the roads and stuff. The clouds are fantastic, mate. The clouds are really nice. Like, I took a couple of screenshots when we were flying. We did the Belfast to Liverpool flight before. If you didn't see the flight before, mate, just rewind the live stream, and when we're up in the cruise, have a look at the clouds. And look at Atlanta over there. Like, obviously for me, you would need that, like an add-on pack to make it look that good. Yeah, the vehicles are spot on, mate. The vehicles have always been like, even I think XPlane 11, the road traffic was like this. Just a shame, isn't it? But then when you think about it, obviously, to visually make things like, I guess, the ground texture and stuff look like Microsoft Flight Simulator, you have to add a load onto this. But then to make things like the boat, the sea traffic, because we haven't got any add-on to make the traffic like this at all. They're also in the right lane for this country as well. I'd be interested to see if over in the UK the traffic is like going, you know, going the opposite direction. But yeah, it's they've got a lot right with XPlane. A lot right. Yeah, the clouds are lovely. Look at the Air France A380 over there. But then, you know, this is a default Atlanta. This looks like a payware in Microsoft Flight Sim. It's honestly, it sounds ridiculous, but it looks spot on. This is just a default airport, and it looks like Atlanta. Yeah, I don't know if we can jump up to the clouds and see what they're like. Let me just have a little look. Like, if I can get like, if I change the weather. I always said the VR implementation into XPlane was great, but I tried it recently and it wasn't amazing. Look at the atmospherics in the clouds compared to Microsoft Flight Sim. The lighting on the clouds is just miles better. This is why you need Rex Atmos in Microsoft Flight Sim. You ain't going to get clouds like that. unless you've got a really, really good preset in Rex Atmos. And then obviously if you change the time of day and you get like, I don't know if it might skip again, sorry. If you take it back to, say if you put it to around there and you let it load, it'll look even nicer. Look at that. The rain on the floor as well. The rain on the floor is fantastic. The puddles on the floor. .757 going out there. For that. It is, mate. I tell you, this is why I'm saying it's good to have both sims, because I need to start doing more flights, full flight in the Airbus on this. There she is. Love to see it. Love to see it. Some overcast weather. Not getting any spray up from the aircraft though, that's the only thing. I love it, mate. I love it. Right, guys, I am going to leave you now because I've got to finish off scheduling some of the next live streams. I'm going to go over it again because I know you'd love to hear it again. So on Saturday, we are back in Microsoft Flight Simulator. We're going to be checking out the FS Reborn Phenom 300E. We're going to be taking a look at the aircraft, but also we're going to be taking a look at the incredible interactive FBO, the private jet terminal that you can just customize and pop into your scenery. You can put it into whatever airport you like and it'll stay there, and you can customize it with your own logo. It looks fantastic. I've had a little play of it. I've yet to have a little look inside it with the avatar mode and the drone mode, so that's what we'll do on Saturday. Monday we'll be doing the Qantas Link A319, the Fenix A319 from Perth to Broome, so we'll be looking at the Orbex Perth, and then obviously Broome Airport was added in to World Update 21 Australia. We'll be doing the two and a bit hours flight on the live stream on Monday, which is going to be great. Hopefully if the weather's great, we'll get some great views over Western Australia. And also look out for my first look and giveaway for Zakynthos in Greece. The Indie Builds have just announced that. I'm hoping to bring that on the channel soon, but for now that's everything scheduled in on the channel for the next week or so. I've really had a good time on XPlane 12 tonight. I hope you guys have had a good time checking out XPlane. I love just virtually plane spotting on this sim because the traffic global thing is just amazing, and well, look at it. It looked great, doesn't it? It's so cool. It's so cool. And just the fact that you can just change the camera, look at that. The old Delta livery there. We got anything landing over here? No, we got everything taken off, but we got nothing landing. We've got something up in the sky there, but don't know what that is. Can't really see it at the minute. But yeah, no, absolutely great, absolutely fantastic. Do you know what? I might even do another little virtual plane spot on an XPlane 12 live stream again soon, because it is fun. It's fun, and do you know what? I think they do the lighting and everything just so good. It looks great. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Stay tuned. I have got much more to come. See you again soon.